The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. From the 38, Winston. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Right there. 54. Right there. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Everyone, you got 4 down. Flip it.
Now Winston. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go here.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. And the Redskins scoop it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Washington! Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Get ready. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st down, Winston. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Winston. Complete to Jones. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go, even. You got tight right there.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first down throw. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check nickel.
Now it's Hines. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Blue 60. Here we go.
On first down, it's Stafford. Taking a deep shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Winston. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Now it's Lindsey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Winston now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Winston on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's complete to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. You're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Here's Winston. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Kyle Rudolph. Incomplete. 2nd
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Big stop, let's go.
Final play of the half here. Winston looking deep. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
45 the mic, 44. Get your swerve on. Hey, check it.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air again with Winston. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Jameis again. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll throw again. Winston. And this is caught by Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, tight.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, it's Hines. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Stafford now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This to Hines on the drop-off. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
It's a pickup of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Buying time, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A 5-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We got 3. We got 5.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, and an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Winston. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Third down and 12.
The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Throwing, Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Stafford now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Hey, check my flip. Get the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Winston, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Winston. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's Mostert. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Raheem Mostert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check, 59. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on. 59.
Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Washington, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.